Hello everyone and welcome to Cookery School here on Food Review UK. This is our brand new show. Today I'm going to be talking about something called BIR Style Curries. Now, you may well be a very big curry fan, like me. I love Indian cuisine, it's fantastic. But you will probably also have run into the interesting matter that no matter how hard you try, no matter what recipes you seek online, the curries that you make just are nowhere near restaurant quality. Yeah, obviously this is always going to happen, but with something like a curry, they just seem wildly out of sync. Any recipe that you can find online will never be close to a korma. Actually, I should say, you may well find this recipe online. So let me just explain a little bit more. Okay, any normal non-BIR style recipe that you find, they may well be nice dishes and they may well be nice recipes, but they just will not taste like an actual authentic British Indian restaurant style curry. And that is what BIR stands for, British Indian Restaurant. So this is a very specific type of cuisine. As I understand, Indian cuisine in this country is not quite authentic, but it is its own thing now. It has, you know, really spawned itself and it's evolved and it's beautiful, delicious and incredible, and obviously has a massive following in this country. Everyone loves an Indian takeaway curry. Not everyone, but lots of people. So how do you achieve that restaurant style dish? Well, this makes it a lot easier. I'm not saying that this is identical to restaurant style, but this gets you very close. It gets you a lot closer than just a normal recipe, a Jamie Oliver recipe, or any kind of normal non-BIR style recipe that you find online. And the secret is behind the base gravy. So I made the base gravy today that I'm going to be using for my upcoming curries, and I'm going to do a separate recipe video for that. It's based on a recipe that I found on a website that is on screen now and will be in the description. So what is this base gravy or base curry sauce? It's basically a very large pot that you make in advance. You use a lot of oil, water, a lot of onions, some spices and some other vegetables. Things like potatoes can go into it, green pepper usually goes in, tomatoes, all these things. You cook them down for a very long time, usually 2 to 4 hours, sometimes longer, and then you blitz it into a what is essentially a soup really, and then you let it cool and you freeze it or whatever, and then you use it when you need to. So what you would usually do is make this big batch up, and then you'll have your korma recipe. So you'll use a certain portion of this base gravy, usually 200 mils, and then a few extra ingredients, a few spices, a little bit of coconut powder, some ground almond, sugar. And it makes the actual process of making the curry a lot easier as well. Makes it a hell of a lot easier. You have to put a lot of time into the actual base gravy itself, but it's not even a difficult thing, so it's not even hard work. I've done 2 bases in my life. This is the one that I made today was the second one that I've made. The last time I made a base, I used it on various dishes, things like tikka masala, korma, pasanda and jalfrezi. And they were all of them, even the worst one, was far better than any jar sauce I've ever had. Part of the difficulty is finding the breadth of ingredients that you'll need. There are some quite specific spices and whatnot. I shouldn't say difficult to find them actually, because certainly they're all on eBay, but the cost of going on eBay can sometimes be slightly more expensive. If you've got a Indian foods wholesaler near you, I know there's a large one in Bristol, probably quite a famous one that you may have heard of if you're from around the area. You can go there, and that makes things a lot easier because they're very reasonable prices, and you can get all the things that you want. Things like methi leaves. But yeah, this is a whole world ready for you to explore. I hope that I've given you some information that you find exciting. When I first heard about BIR style and the things that you could do at home, I was excited. It did fill me with excitement. So I hope there is that fire in your belly now. There will be more videos on this subject to come. So please let me know in the comments below what your favourite Indian dishes are, and I'll see if I can research as much as I can and then do a video on one of those. In the meantime, stay tuned because, as I say, we will be bringing you that BIR style gravy base recipe, which is a slightly adapted recipe that I found online. that'll be your nice starting point. If you've got any questions, I'm by no means an expert on the subject, but I know a little bit about it, so I'm happy to take questions, research, and come back and answer. So yeah, drop those questions below. Thanks for watching everyone, and subscribe for more videos.